Dr. Umar Johnson is a brilliant academic, scholar, speaker, and lecturer. And without a doubt, he's one of the most talented minds in the Pan-African world. Nobody can take that away from him. However, being a brilliant or talented speaker and thought leader is very different from living the lifestyle that you're talking about. And Dr. Umar Johnson always would love to tell others what they should be doing and not necessarily living his own message. And that's what we're here to talk about today, because he's been called out by Tasha K about his hypocrisy towards the black community. Now, what are we talking about here? Rewind, Nemo! It all started when Sukihana, a rapper from Wilmington, Delaware, stopped the show. Remember, Dr. Umar Johnson is from Philly. His school is located in Wilmington, Delaware. So that is exactly how they would know about each other. And Sukihana really is a big Dr. Umar fan. So in one of her songs, she mentioned that she would like to sleep with Dr. Umar. And when she was asked a question to clarify her statements, she had this to say.
You know, in your song, right, you said you want Dr. Umar, right? Yeah. So how would you shoot your shot with Dr. Umar?
But I love a Pan-African king. You know,
King Kong.
King Kong consciousness. I'm very pro-black, so I care about my people. And I feel like if I was to pick somebody to it would be Dr. Umar. And that's what I said in Grinch. Dr. Umar, leave him woke right now. I want to Dr. Umar, leave him woke right now, because I do got that woke.
We must handle the business before the back shots.
If I was to meet Dr. Umar, he would shoot his shot with me, because he gonna see me black chocolate conscious queen that need a little guidance and daddy issues, and I feel like he know exactly what to do with me.
She fine too. Lord have mercy. Might have triplets.
And then, of course, Dr. Umar Johnson's thirsty ass said this.
Umar, and I will make him woke right now. She said, I want to be intimate with Dr. Umar, and I will make him woke right now. That's what my sister Sukihana from Wilmington, Delaware said. That's what my sister Sukihana from Wilmington, Delaware said. That's what my sister Sukihana from Wilmington, Delaware said. And then she said, if Dr. Umar met me, he would shoot his shot, because he would see that I'm a chocolate, beautiful, conscious queen in need of a little guidance and some daddy issues.
Now, let me just talk about this, and this is why I have an issue with it. Now, if Sukihana said she wanted to sleep with me, and as a YouTuber and content creator, and I responded in the same way that Dr. Umar Johnson did, it would make more sense, because I am a part of the Pan-African community, but I'm not a self-proclaimed prince of Pan-Africanism or a thought leader in the community. I just try to do my part in helping the community grow while I'm living here on the continent. But I would expect this sort of response from somebody who doesn't consider themselves to be the prince of Pan-Africanism. But Dr. Umar Johnson is flattered that somebody wants to give him the punani, especially a young woman like Sukihana, a woman who was out here pretty much weaving, sandling, in some cases, dotting it up. And Dr. Umar Johnson has even come to her defense on a few occasions. But that leads us to the hypocrisy that Tasha K is going to call out. Remember, Dr. Umar Johnson is a person that always tells other black people, here's what you should be doing, okay? Which is okay. He's always telling everybody what they need to do. But I want you to hear what Tasha K is trying to talk about, and then we're going to come back.
And I'm going to say this to Dr. Umar Johnson.
I spoke to him too.
I'm glad you reached out, because
I spoke to him
when he co-signed that, when he co-signed your baby mama for the right? I said, Dr. Umar, see, that's why I got a problem with you. Like, you real, he could be, I feel like he's one of those people that that says all the right things, that has the knowledge, but doesn't live by what he preaches, right? And so you are supposed to be this figure in the black community where black men need to be in their kids' lives, whether they're in polygamous relationships or not. And you summon black women to be able to be in polygamous relationships so that children can have fathers, because we are at a disadvantage when it comes to Black fathers. And so whatever their background is, because what we're subject to when it comes to oppression and things like that, systematic oppression, and we're still coming up out of that, I feel that Dr. Umar Johnson, as a Black man, should have saw through the bull instead of co-signing a that doesn't represent a real Black woman that has never had to do the things that Sukihana claims she has to do in the name of being a single mother. And there's a Black father right here that wants to be in their children's lives. Now, if he truly wants, because I feel like he does a lot of that stuff for clout and like, oh, he wants to ride the Sukihana wave as, oh, I'm the Captain Save a Whole type Farrakhan. But I'm like, but what about men like you that don't have voices against women like this, who constantly lay down, have babies, and feel that they have to sell, do that and this, and in the name of I'm a single mother. Meanwhile, there's fathers behind the scenes that are trying to be there, but because they don't have the type of money that these women are getting by selling, they are not worthy enough of being a father. Then we got other children growing up the same way they mama is teaching them, boys being feminized because they being raised by women like this. And we got heterosexual men right here that want to be in their kids' lives. I'm going to hold Dr. Umar Johnson accountable for the bull, because he can bring the table for you.
Yeah, I thought he was the first person I had a conversation with, and this was in person in our city in Wilmington at his school.
But he too busy trying to your baby mama.
I see it all in there. I see it. I know energy. I'm an energy person. I seen it. You get what I'm saying? And the crazy part is he said he went through some similar things with his baby mom.
Because he let's be honest, he ducking papers too.
See?
Yeah, like I'm seeing the fuck around here. I'm starting to think he's backed by somebody else to tell us what we want to hear, but he lives. It's only a matter of time before they start bringing out Dr. Umar. It's only a matter of time. I'm serious. And by his connection and alliance with a Sukihana and co-signing that lifestyle, I
didn't even know that happened.
Oh yeah,
like
he
that.
co-signed her. Oh,
I know they met up, but I ain't see nothing.
Oh,
about
he was like, they asked him, what do you think about Sukihana? Sukihana could be a wife to me, but she would have to do this, this, and that.
Oh, he just want bad.
Yeah,
that's it. Not even a bad. He just want a dolly.
He like BBL.
Yeah,
short
dolly.
bus ride like that slang. While he moved from city to city, and when he comes to that city, he gets blowed off, feeling like the man that he is, and then he moves from household to household, creating mother babies. The problem he trying to act like he's solving in the community. Meanwhile, he's the mother problem.
You see, Tasha K makes a strong point. Now, the man that she was having a conversation with is actually Sukihana's first baby father, or one of the baby fathers. And believe it or not, this is the same man that went to Dr. Umar Johnson asking for some help, for some assistance. But Dr. Umar Johnson is so self-aggrandizing. He's more interested in sleeping with Sukihana than trying to help her change her ways or get back with the child's father. And this is something that Brother George talked about in this video here in Street Media TV. I won't play it. Go ahead and check it out. But he talks about how Dr. Umar Johnson's father is the real activist. And Dr. Umar Johnson is not really being an activist in the streets. Unless you pay him, he doesn't really show up. And the real brothers in the community that are married to Black women, the real brothers in the community that are trying to help the community, our brothers and sisters don't get the support. And I'm going to talk about a lot of good Black people all over the Black world, the Pan-African world, who are doing amazing things. But the folks like Dr. Umar, who can, rile up a crowd, they don't get no support. I can tell you that they don't get any support. And we be sitting around here talking about why we don't have things in the community and things like that. Well, that's just exactly because of what we're talking about right now. And, Dr. Umar Johnson is telling people what he should be doing, but he be creating baby mamas. I mean, they're horror stories. I just want you guys to know of ladies who have even, talked about Dr. Umar. Again, what he does, people that he goes and does things with. It's all over YouTube. It's all over, a lot of places, how the brother is acting as a black man. He has 2 kids, I believe, by 2 different women. He's never married any one of those ladies, but yet he's out here talking about, he's giving, marriage boot camps and things like that. And, when she called the brother out, she's not lying. She's right. Dr. Umar Johnson is a hypocrite to his own message. And that's something that he needs to be accountable for. Now, he'll never address her points for sure, because I'm going to tell you why. He can't address them. You can't. You can not like Tasha K all you want, but what you can't do is argue with the truth. And she ain't ever lied. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.